One of the issues that we've been seeing in today's commercial real estate market is the challenge of finding funding. The founder and managing director of Cornerstone Commercial Group, Eric Swanson,
is a brokerage that specializes in commercial real estate lending. My background is over a decade as a commercial real estate lender and a business banker in the banking world, and obviously we're in a bit of a shift right now in capital and credit availability. Cornerstone Commercial Group is just that. It's a commercial group. It's a group of some of the best financial partners on an international scale that specialize in pretty much every facet of commercial real estate lending. Banks have very specific appetites, even in a good economy, on what they lend on, what they look for in their credits. Whereas a brokerage, a well-diversified brokerage, with a true focus on commercial real estate, with a background of people who understand commercial real estate, combine that with lending partners that are well-diversified, and it makes a tremendous difference in what commercial developers, investors, commercial end users that are going to occupy space, what they can get. Out right now, obviously, every day the headlines in the papers is the credit freeze, that there's no capital available. And no offense to the banks, are making sure that the bank's lending. In a sense, if you don't need to borrow the money, you'll get the loan at the bank today. Bankers will agree with that. We come in with our diversified partnerships from traditional everyday use commercial real estate to special use properties. There's really not a loan we can't do. Perfect example. I have this flyer in the picture. I don't know if you can see it, but we recently refinanced a 21,000 square foot office building here in Tucson. We replaced their debt, the debt they had with the bank, with our partnership money, which was a 30-year amortization. They went from a 20-year amortization to a 30-year amortization, with a 7-year maturity and a very, very solid fixed rate. And that credit that we did saved the partner $170,000 in debt service requirements over the life of the maturity, with simply the 30-year amortization. Banks typically, even in a good market, a good economy, I don't know of any bank that's offered a 30-year amortization.
To expand his business, can probably get financing through you because you're a little more flexible in what your credit requirements are. You have to have good credit, but it's not as tight as what banks offer. And do you offer competitive rates?
Absolutely. One of the things that's unique about what we offer commercial borrowers is, and this goes back to a fundamental point that I'll try to keep it short. We're ingrained as we grow up. If you need a loan, you go to the bank. You want to get a car loan, you go to the bank. You want to get a mortgage, you go to the bank. You want to get a commercial piece of credit, I go to the bank. That's how we think. There's a little bit of a flaw in our process of credit in not realizing the various opportunities outside of the banking world for commercial capital. We do have to have the credit fundamentals in place. The product that we can deliver generally has terms and rates that are equal to or better, in many cases better than the banks. With good partnership, even in this economy, we're lending. And the opportunities that we have in lending outperform what the banks can do. in a good economy or a bad economy. Banks typically, even in a good market, a good economy, I don't know of any bank that's offered a 30-year amortization. And again, I'm not slighting the banks. The banks are very good at what they do. But when it comes to commercial real estate lending, be it in a good economy or a challenged economy, most local and regional banks are going to have a very small box for lending.